Iggy Azalea with us. She's working on her next album. Also, the single Trouble is available now with Jennifer Hudson. We're talking to Will Smith a little bit later, and we thought we would do something called Getting Iggy with It.
Okay, yes.
You know Jiggy.
I do.
Right? What great track.
It's
one of my favorites.
Legendary stuff.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we were going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
What would you make different about LA? You're from Australia. What would you change about this city?
What would I change about Los Angeles? I wish there were more trees on the streets because it can seem very gray in certain
A lot of concrete, a lot of pavement.
There's a lot of concrete. Yeah, I'd like some more like trees on the sidewalk, some more of that. Some more landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
What about asking someone out? Is it okay to do it via text, or do you think that they should speak to you?
Well, it depends.
In a relationship, it's text.
Like
right?
I met you already, and then I got your number, and you're asking me out, or you randomly got my number like a psychopath and decided to text me. Because that would be weird.
I mean, let's just talk psychopaths. It's more universal.
If I don't know you and we've never met, and you somehow have my number, and you're texting me like,
That's
"Hey,
bad.
what's up? I want to go out." I think that's very weird.
That's too creeper.
But people do that. I know people that do that. They're not my friends, but I've heard of them.
We had a couple
How
of
do you do it, Ryan?
How do I do what?
That's how Ryan
How do you
does
ask a girl out?
Do you know, I'm
via text.
In person? Do you text? Do you
I mean,
call?
I can tell who wrote this question. Ryan.
I feel guilty if I do it via text, but it's kind of the norm.
It's kind of the most convenient.
I think it's fine if you've met her and we've
course.
already established.
Well, you're not going out with somebody you haven't met.
Well, some people do that.
Well, I can't do that.
You know, Nick, my boyfriend, has friends in his basketball team that will really like get girls' numbers that they don't know and just text. And
strangers.
I think that's very weird.
And do they get the date?
Well, they're all still single.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a relationship that they're looking for.
But that's I feel like that's risky to take somebody out that they have no idea, they have no background.
I think so too, especially when you're in the NBA. I don't know if you really want that risk. I mean, they're definitely going to say yes to you, probably. But I mean, you have more to lose than them. So I don't know. If that's
you want to know one person that can vouch, right? You need
a
voucher. You always want a voucher.
Well, my relationship that I'm in, I had to have like several people vouch before I would go on a date.
Right.
How many people? That's interesting.
Yeah, 3.
You researched
3 people.
So
had to vouch.
did you not want to go out with Nick?
Well, actually, I did, but I didn't like that he was in the NBA.
Why?
I didn't like that he was a professional athlete at all.
Because he was one of those other guys.
Yeah, he just seemed like he was going out all the time. I looked at who he followed on Twitter, and I was like, these aren't the kind of girls that I think are very good. I don't think I want to go out with him. He plays basketball.
And then you saw the red leather sofas, and you were like, I am in.
I was like, but his house has so many shiny things in it. I'm
so
so
much
attracted. I don't know what it is. I'm just so attracted.
He sucked you in.
Yeah, no, well, actually, a few of my friends went to high school with him.
Oh, that's great vouch.
That's a pretty good
That's a
vouch,
deep
going
vouch.
the whole way through your high school years with him. And they were like, no, we can attest to the fact that Nick is a really nice guy. And I still wouldn't go out. And I was like, I will go to a public party that he is at.
A public party?
Yeah, with a bunch of people. And I'll see if I think he's a psychopath or not.
That's a good, safe thing as a girl to do.
Just to see, like, something that's, I'm not necessarily committing to a full-on dinner with you where you have my number and stuff, but I'm just, like, scoping the scene. And I actually really liked him. We went out for breakfast the next day.
Oh, see?
So
That's fun. And then didn't you go to Target or something?
I went to the party last night. I was like, I like this guy. I didn't stay the night. No, he lived downtown and I lived downtown. So I got his number and I was actually leaving the country the next day to go on tour with Beyonce. So I was like, if I want to go on a date
everybody is.
with this guy, I've got to go this morning.
Breakfast.
Yes, I texted him and I was like, you know, you're an athlete. You'll be up early. Text him at like 6:30 in the morning. I text him.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And you said, I can see you for an hour.
If you want a date, I have 40 minutes. And we had a nice breakfast. It worked out.
See, that's perfect. See, then you leave the country.
Yeah,
and then he's left having to think about you and wanting more.
The next time I saw him after that, I saw him that night because I was leaving the next day and we went to Target and we went to dinner and all that whole story. And then I didn't see him again until I met up with him in China. Actually, that was on a second date was in China.
It's so normal. Tour with Beyonce, lunch in China, after breakfast downtown.
Our next date was in China.
Wait, would he have a reason to be there, or did he fly to see you?
They have amazing food.
He was in Shanghai, actually, as you do, with the Lakers, having their, their like friendly practice matches before the season.
You guys were
starts that they have.
coincidentally in the same.
No,
Shanghai.
we weren't. I flew to China actually to have.
But by the way,
a
when
date
you-
with him.
You flew to China
I
to
did.
see him.
That
Well, he
reveals
couldn't
all your
go.
cards, Iggy.
he couldn't
Iggy.
go anywhere, so
But like it's like saying, wait, I drove over the hill. You know, you flew to China.
I flew to
Like,
China.
that's
Yeah.
that he knows you're into him then.
Oh yeah, he knew I was into. Well, I had already been on tour with Beyonce by
Oh.
then for like a month, so we'd been talking every day, and I was going to England after, and I would be gone for another month. So it was kind of the only time I had like maybe 3 days off in England.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, you're in China.
I'm
I'm
in England.
I'm in England. This is the only time I'm going to be able to go on a date, and you got to do what you got to do. And all my friends were like, girl, if you go, he's never gonna call you again. And I was like, I don't know. There's something about this guy. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm going.
I'm going to China.
And you're supposed to have a visa and stuff sorted out to go to China. I didn't. I lied, and I was like, I'm like sneaking into Shanghai for this date, and it was awesome. It was a really cool, weird date, and it obviously worked out. We have a beautiful house together now, and we've been together for a while, and we have 2 dogs, and it worked out. So
her version of being like, I'm in London, he's in Shanghai, is like us going, you know, I'm west of the 405. I can't get back. I might as well go see somebody.
I may
you know?
as well. Oh, what else am I going to do on my
Right,
days
of
off? I'll
course.
just be sitting around.
I'm trapped to traffic.
So
I can't get
went
under the bridge.
I went to China, and actually, it's funny when I went. So I had to go and meet him in his hotel for dinner. And there's 2 hotels by the same name on completely opposite sides of town in Shanghai, which is very confusing. And I went to the total wrong one and walked into this other hotel, not the right one, looking for this restaurant that didn't exist, and was like, what's
Where is
going
he?
on?
He stood me up.
Yeah, so I couldn't figure it out. I was kind of scared because I usually travel with a lot of different people, and I was there entirely by myself without my tour manager,
alone.
assistants, or anyone. I went totally by myself
This is a movie.
to have this dinner,
that's good.
and it was really cool. We had dinner in this awesome, massive building on top of this river that was going through Shanghai, and we, funnily enough, ate pizza like a true American in China. But it was
I actually
really
would
cool.
like to. I would like to go have dinner with Nick.
Yeah.
He sounds good.
He goes all the way to Shanghai.
All the way to
and has
Shanghai
pizza.
for pizza. That's great. All right, we'll come back with Iggy Azalea right here.
They got a new delivery boy who was a bit younger. He's maybe 18, and he came to my house to deliver the pizza, and he was like, "Whose Ferrari is that?"
No, come on.
Oh my God. I was like, well, it's mine. Here's your tip. Thanks for the pizza. Bye. And he was like, wait. Oh my God, it's you, isn't it? Oh my God. It's Iggy Azalea.